Hey guys, it's Rachel from the Little Ring Lamb, and today I have a book tag. I'm doing the Chris Pratt book tag. It was created by Riley Marie, and I was tagged by Tiffany from About to Read. You should definitely go check out both their videos. They're really good. And let's get into the tag, starting with question number 1. Side note, if I'm looking down, I don't know if my phone's going to be in frame, but that's what I'm looking at. So question number 1. Guardians of the Galaxy, your favorite character ensemble. So my favorite character ensemble is definitely, I have quite a few, but one of my favorites is the ensemble of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Amber Shares. Now this ensemble includes Bridget, Carmen, Tibby, and Lena, and I just think they're a really good group because they're all different, yet they come together, and you wouldn't think they'd have very much in common, but they do, and I just really like their ensemble because there's, especially when reading it, there's someone different that you kind of can connect with. There's lots of different perspectives, and I really like how they all come together as friends, and they're just a really tight-knit friend group. So I really enjoy that ensemble. Number 2 is Andy Dwyer, a character a book you can't help but love despite their flaws. And I picked character, and the character comes from Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton, and I picked Dr. John Hammond. Yes, he is a very flawed character. Maybe not necessarily his character, but his personality. I don't know. Like, he's seen as pretty flawed because he does not fit the construction of an adult. Like, he's really in his own inner childlike world and making his dreams come true. And he does have some flaws because he does, even though like he's spared no expense, there are some flaws of his park and stuff, and there's some flaws like he's so swept up in the wonder that he forgets security and stuff like that. So I think he does have a lot of flaws, and like he's seen, they've kind of archived him, or I don't know if that's a correct word, but they kind of made him seem out to be a villain, and he's a very flawed character because you think he's good, but then you see him as evil, and yeah, so that's who I picked, Hammond, because he is one of my favorite characters, but he's very flawed. Number 3, Anna Faris, your OTP, favorite romantic relationship. Now I have a tie for this one because I cannot pick, so I'm just going to show you my tie. So first off is Mia and Michael from Meg Cabot's The Princess Diaries series. I'm just pulling up this book because it's on top of the stack because I have them stacked horizontally. They're one of my favorite, as well as Will and Laken in the Slam series or trilogy by Colleen Hoover. Love both those couples. So Chris Evans, your bro TP, so favorite friendship. So quite a few favorite friendships, so this is kind of hard to narrow it down, but one of my favorites would definitely have to be the friendship in the Shopaholic series. I'm just holding up Mini Shopaholic because, once again, it was the one closest. In this series by Sylvia Kinsella, I picked Becky Bloomwood and Suze. I just think their relationship is really good. Like, they have a genuine friendship, and they kind of balance each other out, but then they kind of influence each other, and I just think they're just such great friends, and I love how you get to see Suze throughout the novels. She isn't pushed aside when Becky has a family of her own, and I just really like that friendship. Jurassic World, a kick-butt character. So I picked Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins because who else is more kick-butt than a girl who beats the government, starts her own rebellion? Like, that's, you know, pretty tough. Anyway, the Lego Movie, a book that doesn't get the recognition it deserves, and I picked for this Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. Now, Rainbow Rowell's books, I think, all get pretty much good attention, but I feel like Attachments is the one, like, Landline just came out, so it got more attention, and Fangirl's just amazing, and then Eleanor and Parks, I'd say behind that because it's another teen book, but I don't hear as much about Attachments, and I think it deserves more recognition because it is one, like, the Landline's my least favorite of her books, but this one is up there with Fangirl and Eleanor and Park. Like, they're all in the little swirling orb of favorites of her books. And I just really, really enjoyed this book, and I don't hear enough about it, and it's a real shame. I think it deserves more recognition because it is a really good book, and it's a really fast-paced moving book. So if you like her other books, definitely would recommend this one. So Everwood, a book you read before it was popular. I would say Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell, picking another Rainbow Rowell book, but I read this book the week it came out, and a lot of the books I was looking at my shelf, like, for example, like Pretty Little Liars and stuff, but I was reading it when the 4th book had just come out to paperback, so it was already pretty popular, I would say, and stuff like that. So I'd say I kind of was right on the cusp of this becoming popular because this really blew up. After I read it, immediately I saw so many people talking about it as well, so I'm going to say this book, even if it may not be the closest I got to reading a book before it became popular, but I read it pretty soon after it came out, so, you know, I'm going to count it. And lastly, Transformation, Best Character Development. For Best Character Development, I picked Lexington from 52 Reasons to Hate My Father by Jessica Brody because from point A, which is the beginning of the book, to Z, which is the end, she improved a lot. She had a very good transformation for the better, and yeah, that is the Chris Pratt book tag. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!